baby bus!
Let's go, Sheriff Labrador!
Who's the real Sheriff Labrador? Part 1.
Come on, Dobie. Let's go out on patrol. I wonder if anything new has happened in Forestville while we were away on the case.
Hey now, roger that.
Early one morning, Sheriff Labrador and Officer Doberman went on patrol in their police car after returning from a trip to Pearl Island.
Good morning, Mr. Sheep.
Hey now, Mr. Duck, congratulations on your new home.
Out for a walk, Mr. Zebra?
Hey now, what have you got to eat there, Black Bear?
Sheriff Labrador and Officer Doberman warmly greeted the animals they met on patrol. But strangely enough, everyone's expressions became very nervous at the sight of the two.
Good morning. I have to go to work. See you, Sheriff Labrador.
Well, I need to get to the laundromat now. I've got to go.
Holy moly, I gotta head home. My son is waiting for me to take him to the amusement park.
The animals all ran away in a flash. Even Black Bear, who had always been friendly to Officer Doberman, didn't say hello. He just ran off with a tub of popcorn. As he was running, the popcorn accidentally spilled on the ground.
Oh, goodness, my popcorn!
Sheriff Labrador and Officer Doberman were dumbfounded by the animals' reactions.
Hey now, why does everyone run away when they see us? Is it because we got tan from our time on Pearl Island? Do we look that scary?
Let's ask someone.
Hey now.
Sheriff Labrador stepped toward Black Bear, who was still picking up popcorn. As Black Bear saw Sheriff Labrador approaching, his face trembled violently. He looked at the 2 pieces of popcorn left on the ground and quickly sped up. But by the time he picked up the last piece of popcorn, Sheriff Labrador and Officer Doberman were in front of him.
Black Bear, what happened recently? Why? Huh?
As Sheriff Labrador was about to question Black Bear flopped down on the ground and began to howl.
Oh, this is really bad. I shouldn't have stopped to pick up the popcorn. Now Sheriff Labrador's got me, and I'm gonna be fined again.
Black Bear, you really shouldn't pick up food that's fallen on the ground, because it could be covered in bacteria. But what did you mean by being fined?
Acutely aware that something was amiss, Labrador frowned. Black Bear began wiping away tears of sadness.
Don't you remember? Last week, I had a pizza in the food court. The pizza was so delicious that I couldn't help but smack my lips. Officer Doberman and you saw it and called me a messy eater. Then I was fined $50. But I didn't smack my lips when I ate popcorn today.
Hey now, that's impossible.
Officer Doberman blurted out.
Last week, Sheriff Labrador and I were not in town. We were working on a case on Pearl Island, so there's no way we could have fined you last week.
What?
And that's a pretty weird reason for a fine.
Huh?
Black Bear was stunned.
But you and Sheriff Labrador were the ones who fined me. You were wearing masks, but I recognized you by your uniforms and your voices. Don't tell me there could be 2 Sheriff Labradors and Officer Dobermans in the world?
No, there couldn't be 2 of the exact same animal in the world.
Sheriff Labrador responded, his dark round eyes glistening with a sharp light.
Some bad guys must have pretended to be us when we were away and deceived you.
What? Pretended to be you?
So we have been tricked.
I told you. Ouch, Sheriff Labrador.
As this was happening, the animals that had just run away poked their heads out from around the corners. The animals hadn't gone far, hiding in the corners to eavesdrop on the conversation. Then they all swarmed toward Sheriff Labrador and Officer Doberman.
Please catch those two bad guys, Sheriff Labrador, Officer Doberman. The morning before yesterday, the two imposters fined me $100 for violating traffic regulations because I moved my left foot forward first when I crossed the zebra crossing.
They tricked me too. Last week they said the lollipops I was selling were too ugly and confiscated all of them.
3 days ago, my handkerchief blew away in the wind. But they said I was littering and confiscated my new mobile phone.
The animals went back and forth about their experiences of being fined. On hearing what had happened to them, Officer Doberman bristled with anger. A beam of righteousness flashed behind Sheriff Labrador's dark, round eyes.
Don't worry, guys. There's no case that I can't solve. I'm gonna catch these two bad guys.